R&B singer Case dominated the charts in the late 90s with his hit songs Touch Me, Tease Me with Mary J. Blige and Foxy Brown, as well as Happily Ever After and his #1 single, Missing You, in 2001. He took a break from the music scene, but not anymore. He's back in the building, and he's here with us this morning. Morning, my friend. It's good to have you in here early on. Johnny Cash style with all black on.
Yeah, the man in black.
Yeah, I like it. So first things first, I always like to ask people when they have the one name and they're known synonymously as that. How did you decide on the name Case?
That's my birth name, actually.
That's a birth name.
Yeah,
huh?
it was a. My godfather's name was Case. His son got killed when he was 16, so they asked, could my mom name her first son Case? Now, where they got it from, I couldn't tell you, but that's my name. So.
Okay, so now you're in here in Chicago. You're performing tonight at City Winery.
Yeah,
Can you tell
two
people,
shows.
2 shows. Can you tell people what they can expect?
I mean, I'm just gonna have fun. Last time I came, a few months back, my time got cut. The show ran overtime, so.
Man, that doesn't usually happen with an artist.
Yeah, but I told him I was gonna come back and put it down for him, so I'm here.
So you like coming to Chicago? Does Chicago fall on the list of one of your favorite cities?
Oh, yeah.
I know you're a New York
definitely.
guy.
Yeah, definitely. I always like Chicago.
Okay, so now I want to ask you about something a little bit more serious, and it's kind of timely right now. You got your shot with Def Jam Records. The guy in charge at that time was Russell Simmons. He's the guy who took a flyer on you, and here you stand today. He's made headlines for sexual misconduct. What were your encounters like with him, and were you surprised to hear his name pop up and all this stuff?
Well, as far as our encounters were always like really cool. I would hang out at his house, whatever. As far as being surprised that the way that everything's going now, I'm not surprised at anybody's name coming up. You know, sometimes there's different details and different twists to the story, but at this point, I'm not surprised at anybody's name that comes up.
I can hear you on that one. So you started this thing off. You were one of those big time names in the '90s when I felt like music was really music.
Right.
I get a lot of slack for saying that around here now. But what do you think about where the music game is today, and how it's evolved since back when you got your start?
Musically, it's coming back around to where I think that it should be, where you do have some artists that are starting to make real music again. The business side of it has changed a whole lot because of the internet and all of those kinds of things. There's more money to be made, but there's a lot more work to be done on the artist side of things.
Interesting.
So,
who would you say were some of your influences then, and with your new sound now, who would you say some of those influences are today?
well, then they've always been. I listened to a whole bunch of stuff, like from Marvin Gaye and all the Motown stuff to the Beatles, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Barry Manilow. Like, listen to all type of stuff.
So you're all across the board.
Yeah, I'm all over the place as far as music. But there's some new artists I like a lot now. I love Future.
Are you into Cardi B?
Daniel Caesar. Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Not
got
yet.
some more work to do for you.
Yeah, I mean, I like Daniel Caesar.
Okay.
Future. I love Travis Scott.
What about Chance here in Chicago?
I love Chance. I
Okay,
love
see,
Chance.
That
Chance
endears
is
you to everybody listening
yeah,
right now.
I love Chance.
If there's one person you could work with moving forward, who would that be? And who's also the favorite person you've ever worked with?
Probably favorite person to work with, well, production-wise with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, because that was
the dream team.
Yeah, that was kind of like something that I always wanted to do. But I mean, I pretty much worked with everybody I wanted to. Teddy Riley, Jam and Lewis, Pharrell, Charlie Wilson. I did 2 duets with Charlie Wilson, who was one of my idols growing up. So.
It's a pretty good career. Well, Case is performing tonight at City Winery. Tickets are still available, everybody.